I wouldn't want you using your conjuring tricks to destroy evidence, for example.
Which
Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Now it's time to kill you. Right.
Sorry. I don't know why that one tickled me.
That was really funny.
Yet, of course not. Now back to the corner of the room and make silent. You know, like when people say, like, if they have to poop, they, like, make whatever.
It's like,
Make silent.
I have to go to the bathroom. It's like, all right, but make silent.
I say no more to you. I wonder if... perhaps it was Kazuma-sama doing his morning sword training, do you think? You know, the sword training that boys always do in the morning.
Oh yeah, I was there for that. I helped. Oh, he's gone. Ah!
Yeah.
Greetings.
I didn't even.
Greetings.
It would let. It just went on ahead. Sorry,
Oh.
I didn't click anything.
Oh, jump scare.
Yeah, this is a horror game. What exactly were you doing on Cosmo's desk just now?
I see. Fascinating.
I feel like he's seeing through my clothes with those glasses. Sorry? What do you see? It feels like he's looking right through me.
Oh yeah, everything is clear now. The train of reasoning has run its course. My deductions have crystallized.
What the?
You
What?
have been in Afghanistan, I perceive. Just recently returned, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yes, you got me. Sorry. What?
And now, whilst venturing toward foreign climes, you find yourself in a most troubling predicament.
Oh, well, that's true at least.
But how? How did you know we were in Afghanistan?
What does Afghanistan gotta do with this?
How did you still know that? Perhaps?
A deuce.
It was really most elementary deduction, hardly worth explaining.
Have you perhaps managed to deduce anything else?
But of course, a great many things. There is no mystery, my dear madam. For example, you have fled your native land of Russia, being, as you are, a merciless revolutionary.
Oh, is he a bad detective?
I think so.
Instead of like Sherlock
You're
Holmes.
telling me you're not a merciless revolutionary?
Ah!
You leave 16 victims of assassination in your wake and now travel to England to blow up the Crystal Tower.
How did he know? Ugh.
And when the beribboned occupant of this very cabin discovered your identity, can't speak, you ended his life too. Yes. I believe that summarizes the facts beautifully. No need to hide the truth now. Nothing deceives these eyes.
Wow, you suck. Just to be clear, you aren't talking about me, are you?
Certainly I am.
Oh my god.
You see another in this cabin who fits the bill? A Russian assassin with 16 victims to his name?
I don't even see one person who fits the bill.
So it's true. It was you who did
Oh,
this to Kazuma-sama.
God!
And you're really from
Just
Afghanistan.
And you have 16 assassinations.
What the fuck is going on?
And you're plotting a revolution too. How could I have missed it?
My God, my brain hurts.
It's shameful behavior, Naruhodo-san. Absolutely wicked.
Thanks. Does that mean awesome? What?
Hey! Now explain yourself. Tell me everything.
You've done this too many times in the past few minutes.
Well,
This-
they had to justify animating her like this.
Yeah. This is ridiculous. Just like your hair. Ugly.
Oh, I thought my hair looked good today.
No.
How could you do it?
For pity's sake, for God's sakes, for... Open your eyes, woman. I'm not a Russian revolutionary. Obviously, duh.
Oh, forgive me. God, she just sways with the wind, huh?
Yeah, I feel like she just follows guys around, and she's one of those girls like, well, yes, pick me, senpai. I believe everything you say, senpai. And as for you, you asshole, what kind of deduction was that? You were just saying the first thing that came into your head.
Ah, but was I not right?
No,
Whilst venturing toward foreign climes, you do find yourself in a most troubling predicament. Do you not?
well, yes, maybe.
Ah, there you have it. You see? What do you think of that?
He's like one of those mediums that are like, I hear a J, a J or a G or an H.
Yeah.
A? There's an A
She
in
really-
there, isn't there?
My aunt?
She loved the movie Shrek.
Oh my God, yes. I'm getting Shrek, donkey. I'm getting a donkey.
Donkey vibe?
I'm getting.
Has anybody here seen Shrek?
Oh my God.
Has
Oh, you were
anyone?
reading her, not me.
Oh yeah, she's the Shrek lover
That
over
can
there.
happen.
Yeah.
I love
It
that.
happened.
So funny.
I
Well,
know.
to be honest, this ship is en route to England, and I'm in handcuffs at the scene of a murder. So I'm not really sure you could call it deduction. It's more plain observation.
Indeed. An observation, my dear boy, is the basis of all deduction. My method is founded upon the observation of trifles, you see. I announce my findings with a brassy certitude. And more often than not, I'm right.
Huh. I don't think you introduced yourself.
Ah, my apologies. How remiss of me. I am none other than the greatest detective of the century, known to men and women the world over. Perhaps you've heard of me. The inimitable Sherlock Sholmes.
Don't you mean Sherlock Holmes?
Sherlock Sholmes.
Sherlock.
I'm not copyrighted.
Oh.
I'm thinking of a name I cannot say because it has
No.
not hit public domain.
So it's really you? The actual Sherlock Sholmes?
That's right. The very same. The inimitable, actual Sherlock Sholmes. Sherlock.
Do you know this man, Sasato-san?
The most famous detective in the world? Naruhodo-san. Of course I do. There's nobody who hasn't heard of him.
I think you just go with whatever.
Yeah,
To
I'm
fit
pretty
in.
sure.
What planet have I been living on then? Please say Uranus, please say Uranus, please say Uranus.
We must ask him what he's deduced.
Cosmo would say it.
He will have worked out the entire case already, I'm sure, even though he thought you were a Russian mercenary.
Really? Why do I feel uneasy about this? Great detective, huh? So, you're a great detective, are you? Sorry, what was your name again?
Indeed, I'm none other than the one and only Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, I see. You're German. Herlock, was it?
No, I have no her. I mean, I have hair.
What?
Please, call me Holmes.
Her hair? What?
You can read all about my exploits in this exciting London publication.
I can't read.
Oh yes, Rand's magazine, full of wonderful short stories and interest articles from Great Britain. I never miss an issue. I have it sent from England especially.
It's like a girl. It's like a guy shows up like, yeah, I'm really into Naruto, and then the girl who likes him is like, oh yeah, me too. I've read like every Naruto manga ever.
I read the original Japanese version.
Yes, even though like that's how I learned Japanese. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. So you're the protagonist in a series of short stories, then?
Indeed, I am.
And you've read so many of your own stories, you started to think that you really are a detective.
Make no mistake, I'm not the poor, deluded fellow you take me for. Your inference is backward.
Your name's backwards. Backward?
My trusty biographer records my greatest detecting achievements and chronicles them in the magazine. You thought I was fictitious.
Yeah. You have a biographer, do you?
Doesn't everyone? Mine goes by the name of Dr. Wilson, presently keeping shop in London. Perhaps you heard of him.
Dr.
He's very much alive last time I talked to him.
Wilson? Oh my god, is that who we killed? Did we kill him?
We didn't
Ooh.
kill him.
Oh, not we.
Oh wow!
Kelli, we just went on trial for Dr. Wilson.
I mean, not
She said
us.
we did not kill him.
Oh, we did
Oh,
not. The guy we
no.
did not kill. Oh.
Oh, it was Wilson.
I must say, thanks to that publication, I've been fantastically busy of late.
Well, Wilson has not been that busy.
Really, I was hoping he'd come back from vacation.
From death.
Why, this very moment, I'm returning from Asia, having solved the mystery of a cursed royal crown.
Really? I can't. Oh my god. I can't work out whether I should take this man seriously or not.
A little bit delayed for me, sorry.
That's alright.
Deduction, you see, to me is science, logical reasoning in its purest form.
A science.
Really?
The astute observer notices even the most subtle of reactions in his subject. A furtive glance, a twitch of a muscle, a slight inclination of the posture.
A tiny rise in the pants.
Yes, all of that is deduction. Fingernails, arm sleeves, feathers in the skin, and what have you. All these things are data.
Right. He's crazy.
And the trained logician makes deductions from this data in the blink of an eye. The ultimate conclusion is, without fail, the truth. As I demonstrated only a few short moments ago. Do you remember when I called you a Russian diplomat? Actually, a Russian mercenary on hell-bent on revolution with 16 assassinations to your name.
How can he look me in the eye and claim that bullshit?
So you see, I have a turn both for observation and for deduction. And fame. That is what makes me the one and only Sherlock Holmes.
Cosmo stuff.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Have you managed to deduce anything about this particular case yet?
Have I managed to deduce anything? To deduce anything? My dear fellow,
That's what I said.
who do you suppose discovered the culprit in his most cunning hiding place? That's right. It was me. I found you there. It was none other, like I just said, than the great detective before you now, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
No, it was the goggles on your head. I see. In other words, I'm in these now because of him! This cuckoo bananas guy.
When I became anxious about Kazuma-sama this morning, I summoned all of the crew members to force the cabin door open.
I don't know why, Madison, but the voice you gave her and all the things she says just makes her more unbearable.
You're welcome.
It's like, Kazuma doesn't like chicken. Like, shut up.
That's so good.
And I concealed myself among their number, gaining entry to the scene of the crime. Yes, luckily for everyone, the great detective, Sherlock Holmes, was on board. And the handcuffs seemed to be an excellent fit, Mr. Naruhodo.
Ah.
The very moment I laid eyes on the scene, two facts were immediately apparent to me.
Oh, really? Two facts, you say? What? Whoa! Two facts. Mr. Sholmes, tell us, please. What two facts were apparent to you when you came into this cabin this morning?
Ah, yes, but first, let us be precise. The two facts in question were immediately apparent to me.
Yes, I understand. Let's not make this an 8-hour-long thing again. What were they?
Allow me to elucidate.
Ugh.
I hope I can say these words correctly. Use a lot of big words. The
You're
two
doing
facts
great.
that I deduced from a mere momentary glance at the scene of the crime were as follows.
Well, I like to think that maybe because he is not that good, that he's just saying big
Oh, he
words
just-
completely wrong.
Number one, the cabin was locked from within, rendering escape of the culprit out of the question. Number two, the victim was Russian and killed following a dispute with an acquaintance.
Yeah,
You
Kazuma.
look Russian to me.
Kazuma. So Russian. Hold on, Mr. Sholmes. What made you think the victim was Russian?
Observe the dying message left by the victim on the floor. Hold on. Nobody move. I'm deducing things in my head.
Bop, beep, boop.
Beep boop boop beep 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 boop
Bop,
boop.
bop, bop, beep, bop, bop, bop.
Beep boop 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 beep 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 boop. Doot doot.
Boop, boop.
Garderobe. That is the Russian word for wardrobe. I don't think I pronounced it correctly, but that's what Google says. And then by Google, I mean my brain.
I got the Googles in my brain.
Do you really think Kazuma-sama could have left a dying message in Russian? I don't think he was that smart.
He was a pretentious asshole, so maybe.
In the final moments, many found their native tongue filling their head. For this young man, Russian.
Kazuma was Russian, was he?
Oh my god.
Initially, I considered Garderob may be the name of the killer. A certain Robert Gard, perhaps. But in the interest of thoroughness, I decided it would be wrong not to look inside the wardrobe there at least.
Where you found Mr. Naruhodo sleeping soundly.
Quite so. I found you, the renowned Russian revolutionary killer.
Wow, we're getting nowhere. Why is it that I'm Russian too? There's nothing about me Russian.
I observed that you were wearing the same attire as the victim. In other words, you were acquainted.
So we're both Russian, so if I put on the same clothes as you, I suddenly...
Yes, that samurai sword is very Russian in nature, as is your name, Kazuma.
and all the Japanese writing around the
Naruhodo.
place.
Definitely Russian.
We're related to Anastasia.
And if my memory serves, that outfit is the traditional dress of the Russian people.
What?
Our
Oh.
school uniforms are the traditional dress of the Russian people? I had no idea.
God damn it!
Oh
I-
God,
I-
Susato.
Oh my
This is
god,
painful.
is this what Kazuma had to
so
is this
dumb.
what Kazuma had to deal with in our first trial with me? Now
I
I
wonder why
get
he was worried about the justice system.
Yeah. It's full of idiots. And I had no idea a detective could get something so wrong, so stupid, so idiotic.
I took a photograph of the victim and the message, that I might analyze it for possible hidden details. Would you like to see it? I'm going to show it to you anyway.
Oh, look at his beautiful face.
It's so beautiful,
No.
even in
This-
That's not fair.
This, look at this photograph. Every time it makes me laugh. Look at this giraffe.
This was taken immediately after the young man was discovered, before the body was removed.
Oh,
That's painful. His little flowy things.
they're not flowing anymore. What if they were still flowing? That'd be very funny.
I know.
Yes, Kazuma had already been taken away when I woke up. This is the first time I've actually seen him like this dead. Well, of course it is.
This is really sad. For Ryan, too.
Uh,
Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo?
Look at this photograph. Oh, yes, thank you. A photograph of the crime scene has been entered in the Russian word for wardrobe in purple ink. It would appear to have been written in the victim's final moments.
You know what? I bet he didn't write it. I
No.
bet they used his finger.
Yes,
Haven't you seen a spy movie?
yeah, definitely. Can I ask you something, Mr. Shomes, if that is your real name?
What, pray?
I'm not religious. You mentioned Russia before as well, didn't you? You know, when you said I was a fearsome revolutionary fleeing from Russia and all that.
Ah, yes. The train of reasoning that led me to the truth.
Wait, what? The sailor is the guy.
Yeah, and his friend. They're
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
They're Russian
So he's right,
revolutionaries.
but he has the wrong person.
Oh my
Right,
god!
Exactly.
Oh lord.
Oh wow.
Would you mind explaining that train of reasoning to me? Do you think? Does it go doot doot? What? Koheo.
Certainly, if
Go.
it interests you.
Go.
Koheo. How many times? I'm not Russian. I don't speak Russian. Oh, your deduction just now.
We've only been through 2 of them.
I know, his two
Oh,
facts
no.
were very long facts.
Can we talk about your deduction before? The things you concluded about me, I mean.
Ah, the now famously accurate, troubling predicament you find yourself in.
Actually, it was the other details that I was more hoping to discuss. You know, the merciless Russian revolutionary and assassin of 16 part.
Ah, yes, the more sordid details. It was a fairly commonplace deduction. Here we have this morning's paper. The main headline reads,
Rasputin!
Revolutionary villain Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai.
Uh-huh. And you look at that man's face, and I want you to look at mine. I want you to look at Cosmos, then back at the man's face. Do we look anything like a Russian dude?
Yes, I should say so. This vessel made a port call at Shanghai yesterday, and last night the young Russian was murdered.
Since when was Kazuma a Russian?
It sounds like Mr. Sholmes has concluded he was Russian because of what Kazuma-sama wrote on the floor.
Nobody asked for your opinion.
We already know it's not trustworthy.
It's okay. I give it willingly.
It was a simple act of reasoning to realize that the culprit of this crime was the same merciless revolutionary. One who had killed the very man who helped him to escape after his true identity was discovered. Identity?
I thought that.
Yes, you, violin Bolshevik.
No, no, no. How could it be me? Look at his nose. Look at mine. I don't look anything like this man. Just look at his face.
I love it when we say things like we're hyper aware of what's going on, and then he says the exact same thing.
It's so good. It's so great.
Well, you are
love
a
it.
fearsome revolutionary, after all. Therefore, you have no doubt learned to revolutionize your appearance as well.
Okay, first of all, I'm dealing with a girl who
It's
thinks I
that
can
black
conjure.
magic.
Yeah, the girl thinks I can conjure stuff, and then you think I can morph my face? Ugh, please.
And, I might add, your name does not appear on the ship's passenger list. Need I say more?
No, please don't. Well, that's because I'm a stowaway.
What about the other details? The 16 victims of assassination and blowing up the Crystal Tower.
Ah, yes. The journalist clearly interviewed the man and printed all these particulars in the article. The deeds the man has perpetrated thus far and those he is plotting. Yes, everything about this revolutionary Bolshevik was included. There can be no mistake.
Do revolutionaries usually agree to interviews with newspaper reporters?
Oh my god.
Wonder.
Ugh. And what about the part where you said I was just returning from Afghanistan?
Also quite clearly stated here in the article. I get all my information from an article. None of this is an original thought. Bolshevik has recently returned after a period of subversive activities in a war-torn region of Afghanistan. Riddle me this.
Riddle you that. Where even is that? This Afghanistan place. It sounds fake and made up.
I also like to think he's speaking full Japanese right now.
Yeah, he's like, wow, so Russian.
Here, take this paper for yourself, as a little memento of this great deduction.
Thank you.
I've absorbed all that is of interest to me. That is of interest to me within its pages, but I see no rubbish bin nearby.
Article about revolutionary. Article on the front page of a Russian newspaper. The headline reads, Revolutionary violin Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai.
And you may find the article on the back page of interest as well.
On the back?
Cast your eye over it sometime if the interest takes you, though you may need someone to interpret.
It's all written in Russian. I couldn't hope to read it. If I'm Russian, why would you say I need someone to interpret? But I suppose it wouldn't hurt just to glance at the article. Maybe there might be a picture or two. Before we started talking, you were examining Cosmo's desk, weren't you?
Kazuma? Ah, yes, the victim.
Did you notice anything useful? Anything at all?
If he fucking says, yes, the diary, and she's like, oh wow, good job. Swear
Yeah.
to God.
Observe, for a moment, the desktop of the victim.
Oh my God.
We see
Oh my
that
God.
the victim was engaged in penning some text. London Diary. Sorry.
London Diary, Cosmo's keeping notes of the trip. Ah, but
I don't think you should read his private
I don't
writings.
think you should
Oh,
read.
sorry. I'm so bad.
It's okay.
I stole my lines, like stole
Say
my
it.
boyfriend. I don't think you should read his private writings. That could upset people.
You want to read one of mine if you're
No, no, it's okay.
tragic. And something you want to perhaps elucidate before the act of reading.
You mean you've read it already? I swear, if she doesn't get upset.
It is my business to know what other people do not. Yes, believe it or not, I know a smattering of Japanese.
Well, how else are we talking? Oh, I see. Well, you're about to know what a Sasato takedown is, or probably not, because she's a thirsty tramp.
Mm,
Sasato-san, I swear to God, aren't you gonna throw the detective with one of your trademark takedowns?
I'm sorry,
Oh
Naruhodo-san.
my
What on
God.
earth do you
He's
mean?
gaslighting you.
What an asshole.
I fucking hate her. I hate
I
her
do too.
character. I don't care if people are like, she's so cute. She's not cute. She's unbearable and annoying. I hate her so much. Life is so unfair, as is this game, that I'm stuck with you. Even my cats are upset about it.
Anyway, to return to the matter at hand, namely this diary belonging to the victim. It would appear the final sentence is incomplete, as if the author was cut short. Tell me, what is the nature of the writing? Pray be precise as to details.
Oh, but I thought you knew Japanese.
A smattering, dear boy, a smattering.
What does that mean?
Sayonara, bonsai, Mikado, nado. I trust you're suitably impressed.
Wow, what a weeb.
Naruto, kawaii, sugoi.
Sushi. Sashimi. Ah.
But this diary is littered with complicated-looking characters, of which I can read precisely none.
This diary is completely
Jesus.
illiterate.
I-
What the?
He just grabbed his entire face.
Go on. Keep laughing.
Let me move on,
Looks
please.
like-
I'm laughing at myself. I think I'm having a seizure.
He looks like he's gonna
I
throw up.
think I'm dry heaving.
So what was all that showing off about before?
Here comes is that chicken from the night before.
If you would be so kind as to show me, I would be happy to read it to you,
Oh,
Mr.
fuck
Show.
you. Fuck you. You were the one who's like, yeah, read it. And now you want to read it. Fuck you. I don't like her.
I'm much obliged, my dear madam.
The final entry here in Kazuma-sama's diary consists of just 2 short sentences. The first reads,
Right, now it goes to Kazuma's voice. Go for it, Alex. This might be the last
Huh?
time we hear your voice.
Oh, yes. 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound.
A whistling sound?
These are very deep waters. Pray, go on.
What? The second sentence reads.
1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilated grill.
Speckled Ben?
Was he bit by a snake?
Does that mean-
Oh no!
Oh!
That would be terrifying.
Oh no!
I have no idea. I've never heard that expression before. The fuck is a band?
The ventilator grill, you say. The man was presumably referring.
To the famous Ventilator Grill, where they have good fajitas and margaritas.
Popular in post-COVID pandemic.
Yeah.
To the lattice there on the wall, which connects to the adjoining cabin.
Yes, the adjoining cabin. I've heard of those before. Cosmo's diary's been entered the court record. According to the last entry he made before his death, he spied what appeared to be a speckled band.
So, I believe I've given you enough to consider for the time being, at least.
Do you have somewhere to go?
Can I follow you?
You're like the Patrick Star of this entire thing. It's so funny.
She's even pink.
Yeah, that's why I can't get it out of my head.
You wombo, I wombo, he, she, wombo.
Wombology.
It's first grade.
Wombology. Ah, fuck.
It's so good. I love that. I
Me
love
too,
that
it's
energy.
perfect. As it happens, the victim's writings in this diary have piqued my interest. The matter warrants further investigation, I believe. And if I'm still too long, the seasickness takes hold.
Is that where you're heaving earlier?
Yeah, that's what that was, actually. I don't have my sea legs.
Oh, I suppose. You're thinking of investigating the cabin next door, which the ventilator connects to?
Great detectives are a curious breed. Our minds rebel at stagnation. We crave mental exaltation. So yes, I intend to investigate, hence the truth will become clear soon enough.
Do you think perhaps that we could go with you?
No. That would be somewhat complicated.
What? But why?
A simple glance at your wrist should reveal the answer.
What do you mean? Oh. What are you talking about? Oh, these? This is a typical Tuesday night for me. Well, not anymore.
After all, you're the prime suspect in this matter. No?
There's no point trying to turn it into a question. You're the one who decided I was the culprit in the first place.
Whatever do you mean? I have no recollection of naming you as the culprit at any point.
What? You must be joking! You just said it only a moment ago.
I have short-term memory loss. I should have told you this before, but I have a touch of the dementia.
That makes sense now.
You were clearly misguided. I also like to gatekeep and gaslight. 'Cause I am a girl boss.
Oh my god.
I would have no cause to say such a thing.
Go, boss!
He's like, go, boss. I love that.